Did you know that Africa could fit the entire United States, China, India, Japan, and all of Europe within its borders? Yet, most maps distort its true size, making it appear smaller than it is. Africa, the second largest and second most populous continent, covers 30.3 million square kilometers, yet remains the least wealthy per capita. This is the untold story of Africa versus the world, a tale of immense wealth, devastating exploitation, and boundless potential. Africa is not just a continent, it is the cradle of humankind. The oldest known human fossils, dating back 233,000 years, were discovered in Herto, Ethiopia. Earlier fossils of Homo habilis, found in Tanzania and Kenya, trace our origins back 2.3 million years. Africa's ancient civilizations, like Egypt and Nubia, were among the first to develop writing, architecture, and complex societies. The Mali Empire, under Mansa Musa, displayed wealth so vast that his pilgrimage to Cairo in 1324 with 12,000 slaves and 500 pounds of gold depressed gold prices for a decade. Despite these historical achievements, Africa's narrative has often been overshadowed by centuries of exploitation. The transatlantic slave trade forcibly removed 12.5 million Africans, while the trans-Saharan and Indian Ocean trades added another 8 to 10 million. The scramble for Africa saw 90% of the continent colonized by 1914, with devastating consequences. King Leopold II's Congo Free State regime alone resulted in the deaths of 10 to 15 million Africans. Today, Africa stands at a crossroads. It holds 50% of the world's gold supply and vast reserves of fossil fuels and metallic ores, yet its economic output remains disproportionately low. The African Continental Free Trade Area, launched in 2021, aims to create a $3.4 trillion market, potentially boosting GDP by 7% by 2035. Africa's population, projected to reach 2.5 billion by 2050, will drive global labor supply and innovation. The continent's youth, with 60% under the age of 25, are pioneering tech startups like M-Pesa and Flutterwave, leveraging mobile penetration to bypass traditional infrastructure gaps. Yet, Africa faces significant challenges. Maternal mortality in sub-Saharan Africa accounts for over 50% of global deaths, despite the region having only 14% of the world's population. Undernourishment affects 307 million Africans, 46% of the global total. Climate injustice exacerbates these issues, with Africa contributing less than 4% of global emissions but facing 75% of climate-related disasters. Africa's story is one of resilience and potential. As we look to the future, the continent's demographic destiny and economic potential cannot be ignored. By 2050, Africa will contribute 37% of all global births, making it the primary driver of future population growth. Resource nationalism is gaining momentum, with countries like Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of Congo renegotiating mining contracts to retain more value domestically. Africa's ancient empires, colonial devastation, and modern-day paradoxes paint a complex picture of a continent that has shaped and been shaped by the world. Its true size, wealth, and potential have been obscured by centuries of exploitation and misinformation. But as we uncover these truths, we begin to see Africa not as a victim of history, but as a beacon of hope for the future.